Yeah! Hey guys, Ranch and bringing on another StarCraft commentary. Gotta admit, the new intro is pretty decent. I'm not a big fan of Screamo, but, you know, better than what was before. So, it's gonna be set 2 of the MSL Finals. Luxury against JangBi. Luxury 1-0 ahead after pulling back, after what I thought was him gonna lose, and just using all of his forces, all of the last of his resources, sacrificing everything for an all-out strike against JangBi, and it worked. Sacrificed a crap load of lords, sacrificed a bunch of troops, ultralists, cracklings, defilers going everywhere, and he succeeded in completely taking, just overwhelming JangBi in those last moments, and eventually taking the match. Now JangBi has got to be feeling the pressure, and he needs to take back a game here to have a chance. I mean, you don't want JangBi does not want to be known as choke toss. I mean, there's already been choke toss Storks, then Stork got rid of that title. Now JangBi does not want to be the second one because he does not want this to happen again. Because seriously, this guy has what it takes. He definitely can win. Mind you, I predict he's Luxury to take this MSL Finals, but still, you know, JangBi of course has what it takes to win. It's where Nuke and I disagree. Would have made an awesome duel, because Duel thinks Nuke thought that JangBi will steamroll Luxury, where I said Luxury will win 3-1. So we're gonna see overall what happens. It's unfortunately that did not make a duel due to Iceland's stupidity in deciding and download cap. But 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Countdown screen just came out of nowhere. But yeah, that's the deal. Iceland decided, hey, download cap. So I'm also missing the MSL semifinals and the Winners League crap, and ugh. So this is going to be on Carthage. 11 o'clock, JangBi in yellow is the protoss, of course, and at 5 o'clock we're going to have in red Luxury as the Zerg. A lot of crapping in the background, everybody excited. So this is Carthage, another very Zerg favored map, and both players looking very focused. You know, just knowing they have to focus and pull out their best stuff. Carthage is a very Zerg-friendly map. It has crap load of gas everywhere. Every single base, every single expansion on this map is a gas expansion. There are several ways to get by the middle, to maneuver around. Also, if you take down the Xel'Naga temples near the middle, you just got even extra maneuverability. So all that really help you out against a Protoss as well as a Terran adversary. Grammar! I don't know it. 9 pull on the other side. JangBi putting down a Forge Fast Extend, and Luxury going for very safe, going for 9 pull, because he knows that on this map you gotta expect some cheese, and you gotta be ready for it. Also plopping down his gas very early, so he's gonna go for a quick deck build, which is something that Luxury himself is rather well known for. I think an overpull would have been slightly better in his favor, but he knows this better than me. 9 pull is going to delay his expansion just a little bit. JangBi meanwhile on the other side putting down a Forge, and of course this 9 pull is definitely going to force JangBi to plop down a couple of cannons before he even thinks of putting down a Nexus. Extractor up for Luxury, and he's going to set 3 drones straight away to the gas, so he's going for Speedling build very early on here. JangBi just not getting his Forge down. We're going to see those 2 cannons being put up momentarily. Now getting a little bit of a view on JangBi and how he moves his mouse around, how he's just getting the probe scout. It's very interesting how his keyboard's like layered with 2 different colors, probably to like for him to see, like from the side of his eye, from the lower sides of his eye, which probably the white ones are the ones to press, or maybe even the black ones, whichever he prefers. Players are of course allowed to fiddle with their keyboards as well as they want. Zergling is now out for Luxury. He's going to set 5 Zerglings out to do some aggression, and 1 Zergling is going to set on that probe to try to take it out and try to prevent the scout. And from now on, he's going to start producing drones. Probably now going to use that drone to put down a hatchery, because he's going to need that. JangBi is going to get an economic advantage rather early on, but Luxury is going to have a lot more troops on the ground, and he will have plenty of Zergings, especially if he's going to try to go for Rung. But now we're going to see the view from Luxury here on his screen show his moving around. Is putting down that 12 hatch and has even more Zergings. He has his Zergings running around inside of his base, just wandering around. Has that Overlord now coming up, probably spotting the Nexus, seeing the cannon positioning. And JangBi's probably going to put down the gateway before he moves that probe out of that position. Now moving his probe backwards, back into his natural. All those Zerglings follow it up. I'm not seeing any speed so far from Luxury. I'm not going to show it. Okay, now the speed finally kicks in, and just as that happens, he gets those speedlings and kills that probe. They're still mining plenty of gas, so he's just going to go quick onto lair. So this is going to actually be a 2-base tech build from him. Going to see whether he adds a 3rd hatchery or not. I'm not quite sure whether he has minerals enough. Still has those 6 speedlings running around. Going to spot around. Also going to put down a 3rd hatchery. So actually, no, he's going to switch over to a more economic build. Thought he was going to go for a 2-base tech build, but I think he's just a little bit too behind economically, and a 2-base tech build a little bit risky for him at this point. Another cannon being put down at the front by JangBi, and has some probes blocking because he knows those speedlings are a risk. And Luxury is kind of infamous these days, especially through this MSL, for immensely powerful timing attacks where he just completely catches you off guard and breaks through. 4 probes blocking the ramp, so he's waiting for some zealots. 5 probes actually, didn't spot that one. So he's being very careful. He knows that Luxury, if he lets Luxury get a break, he's going to be absolutely screwed. Lair, on the other side from Luxury, also stopped mining gas, so he's now going to go more economy heavy. His 3rd hatchery is being put up there at the lower left, being meanwhile spotted by JangBi. So JangBi knows exactly that Luxury is going to go for a 3-base economic build, and probably not something Luxury wanted to be spotted, but that's what you're going to do. Is you're going to try to get a probe through, but those speedlings should be able to prevent that from happening. Yeah, with that speedling build, that's just so hard to get a probe through. He's going to see what's going on natural, but I don't think Luxury is going to hide any tech there, because that's something you do against the Terran. Some fan there waving a sign for JangBi. And seriously, this is JangBi's chance here to win. I mean, I know versus Zerg is not his best matchup. Now getting a Zealot there alongside a Cybernetics Core at the natural to get the tech up. I know versus Zerg is not JangBi's best matchup, but I still think he has a chance here against Luxury. He's just so strong in standard play. If he plays that well, he should be fairly well. So a Spire now on the other side from Luxury. So we're going to see whether he's going to transition into a 5, get some Scourge out there and transition into a 5-hatch Hydra build and goes for the break, or what, because that has been the standard these days. And I find it very interesting that Luxury is actually playing more standard than the aggressive type play I'm used to. And also now getting the 4th hatchery as well as the 2nd gas. That Spire almost halfway done, so he's going to have those Scourge out there to meet the Stargate of there. There you go. Ooh, that's Flash, I believe, sitting there looking at his teammate. I'm sure Luxury was very happy that Lita kicked Flash out, because if that hadn't happened, then Luxury would have faced Flash in the semifinals, I believe it was. And, well, that would have been much harder. No, I actually believe that was in the round of 8s. I believe that was. I was either in the round of 8 in the semifinals, but yeah, Luxury would have had to face Flash, and he definitely would have wanted that. So, because I think Flash would have given him a much better match than Lita, unfortunately, did. 2 evolution chambers being put down by Luxury, so he's getting very aggressive. Also planting some Zerglings outside of JangBi's natural and putting down a creep colony at his own natural. Now going to see that Corsairs running in. He's going to get the full scout though. Got some eggs morphing. I assume those are Scourge to meet that Corsair is going to be coming. Yep, 2 Scourge on the way. He's going to instantly force that Corsair. And Corsair did get a full scout. It's definitely spotted those 2 evolution chambers. Very interesting. So I think most likely Luxury is here going to go for Hydralisk upgrades and just going to get range and speed on the Hydra's Den, which I don't think he has yet, but he's definitely going to get a bunch of upgrades, probably most likely range attack upgrades, as well as carapace upgrades for his Hydralisk. Still Corsairs being produced by JangBi. To see how many he produced and what kind of build he's going for. I'm not seeing any more. I saw a Citadel of Dune from him, so I'm not quite sure if he has his Temple Archives up quite yet, and he's hiding his Corsairs in the upper left-hand corner, so this tells me he's going to amass a large number of them, maybe 4 or 5, maybe even 6 before he decides to move out. Still producing Corsairs. It has a Dyke Templar there, so yeah, I unfortunately missed the I missed the Temple Archives from him that it was being raided. I saw it being built, but now he has Dark Temple moving around. So this is indeed the Bisu build. He's still collecting a lot of Corsairs. He's going to wait around to go in and take care of Overlords before he pops in. He's going to send, I